Welcome to the Elbert County Basketball Show. With girls head coach Josh Jones and boys head coach Chris Owens. And here is your host, Sarah Fuller.
Welcome, Blue Devil Nation. This is Sarah Fuller, Coach Owens, Coach Jones. This is the Elbert County, Hard EMC, Elbert County Basketball Coaches Show. So we've got a lot to talk about today. We're going to do a little preview a review from Madison County and Franklin County that we've already played, and then we've got a good bit of games to preview this time. So I'm going to start with Coach Owens for this review that he has, talking about two big games that your guys have played, Madison and Franklin County. And then if you want to talk about how the 9th and JV played, that they're Clark Central, if you want to touch on that after talking about it.
Okay. Madison County, we were big on winning quarters. We were able to win 3 out of the 4 quarters. The one quarter we didn't win, we tied. So that was a great thing, a great start for us. Leading us versus Madison was Jordan Morrison, who had 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. A.J. Brown had 13 points and 6 rebounds. Dontaris Hester had a double-double, our first double-double of the year, 10 points and 11 rebounds. And then Jace Maddox had 20 points, shooting 4 out of 5 from 3.
Yeah. And that was Madison County?
That was Madison County. Yeah. All right, and then the Franklin County game, in the Franklin County game, we won 2 out of the 4 quarters. We won the second and fourth quarter, which is big for us. And then leading us for the Franklin County game was Jordan Morrison with 9 points. D.K. Wynn with the double-double, 12 points and 10 rebounds. A.J. Brown had 24 points. Dontaris Hester had 12, and Jace Maddox also added 15. So we've been having balance scoring for the past couple games. Everybody's been putting the ball in the hole at a pretty good rate, and we've been competing on defense. That's our biggest thing. When we allow the other team to go on runs, we have to call timeouts, or we have to settle ourselves down, and we have to focus back on defense because, again, that's one of our main things. But the guys, we're competing, we're getting better. The chemistry's starting to show, and we're just going to continue to try to push and get better. The 9th grade JV, they played Clark Central on,
I think
was it last Monday? Monday. Yeah, it was Monday. Yeah. They played Clark Central on Monday, competed. I'm proud of the 9th grade guys. Mm-hmm. They played very, very hard, competed for 4 quarters, had a chance to win it at the end, lost by 2. JV played Clark Central. Also, they have a huge JV team. Them boys are big. We competed against them for 4 quarters. I had a chance at the end. Also came up a little short. Not mad at the guys. Still expecting some of the JV guys who dress varsity to step up and be more of a leader, be more aggressive on JV.
Yeah.
And we're waiting on that, and we've had those conversations. But all in all, I'm proud of those guys. They actually have a game today. They're about to go to Westside to play. The 9th grade boys and the JV boys will go to Westside today to have a game today. So we're looking to see the improvements and then head on into the weekend where we will have, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah. And Coach Owens, seeing how y'all played Madison and Franklin, where Madison had a 2-3 zone, elevated 2-3 zone that they were playing, that y'all really were able to pull away offensively from, and then you come and face Franklin, who had an amazing man defense, and so y'all just had to switch up your game plan. Yeah, like within a couple days. You want to talk just a little quickly about that whole process, how the guys responded?
Well, as I've already said, or as I've previously said, we're working on us. So it's just identifying: are they in man? Are they in zone? If they're in man, we need to be doing this. If they're in zone, we need to be doing this. And I'm proud of the guys because, like you said, one game was pretty much all zone, so we had to run our zone stuff, and then the very next game was all man, so we had to flip the whole script and be ready. And the guys, they were able to execute, so that's a compliment to them. And we're just going to try to keep working and moving forward and adding some more plays and whatnot.
Right, absolutely, And kudos to your guys for the Franklin County game that came down right down to the
Yes,
minute, and they
yes.
controlled the composure. They
Yes.
overall held together. You know, it got a little chippy, but they did well
Yes.
adjusting to that. So,
Yes.
I'm proud of them for that as
Yes,
well as I know you are.
Yes, I mean, it got close, and those are the games that, you know, define your character.
Yeah,
Like, what
yeah.
kind of team are you really going to be? Are you going to be able to fight and push through and get a win, or are you going to quit? Or like, when adversity hits, what are you going to do? And I've been proud of my guys so far
Yeah.
when adversity hits, especially in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Looking forward to more games. We want some wins, but I know y'all have some competitive games coming up. Coach Jones, you want to talk a little bit about your two games? I'm getting a little tongue-tied today. I'm sorry. I'm so tired.
Madison County, like I said, I was looking forward to that to see, how we were going to do. We made some adjustments on our end, but Madison County also made some adjustments, and they played a lot of man the first time we played them. They switched up and then packed it in a zone because they saw where we were beating them baseline and we're getting a lot of layups there, so they kind of packed everything in and was trying to make us beat them over the top. And we struggled a little bit to adjust, but we did enough to be able to come out with a win. Audrey Lunsford led us that night, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. Zy Belcher, 7 points, 3 steals. Leah Allen, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 4 steals. And then Ella Harrison, her first game of the season, came in and gave us 6 big rebounds. So that was huge for us. Like I said, Madison likes to shoot a lot of threes, and I thought we did a good job defensively of not giving them a lot of open looks from three by us playing full court man-to-man, so they were not able to get those clean looks. I mean, they made a couple over the top, and, the players were looking at me, I'm like, look, sometimes girls just make,
Make good plays.
Yeah, they're gonna
so
make it,
no matter how good your defense is, and so, but I thought we made them earn it or whatever, and so I thought it was a good win and a tough game, which I felt like we needed. We needed those games to get us ready for region, so that was a good game for us. We ended up winning by 2.
Yeah, that one was a close one. It was the opposite almost with y'all. You had a really close game with Madison, and then Franklin, it wasn't as much of a close offensive game there.
Yeah.
So.
Franklin County, we ended up winning 49-22. We really had a good third quarter to kind of put that game away, and I really want to say a lot about that second unit that came in the third quarter and really got after it, and I was really proud of that group for coming in and doing the things that they were doing. Leading us against Franklin was Zy with Belcher with 10 points, 3 steals. Taya Turman in her first game of the season back, 8 points, huge for that second group, 2 steals. Audrey Lunsford, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 4 steals. Leah Allen, 6 points, 4 steals. Kaylin Rucker, 4 points, 2 steals. And then Briley Dickerson, she didn't score, but 10 huge rebounds.
Yeah.
And that's what she's in there to do. We're still working on, her confidence-wise, offensively, but if she can go and give us that toughness, that's what we're looking for. So
Oh, yeah.
that was a good win for us.
Yeah, and Coach, I know that Madison was a really big tester for y'all where they came in with a zone that showed some flaws offensively with your girls that I know y'all are working on and getting better at because, as you said on the radio, that's going to really show for the other teams that may be watching film what they can throw at us. But if you want to talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, and we've already, worked on the next day of practice. I think
Yeah.
that's the first thing we were working on. Because
Yeah.
I felt like Franklin was going to do the same thing. They ended up not doing that. I think they had a game that day before, so they didn't really get to key in on what we were doing or what to do against us. So we worked on it a lot the next day in practice, just on making sure we understand how to attack the zone properly, not getting caught up and settling for the three and all that stuff.
Yeah.
There's still ways that you can attack, still ways you can get to the basket. So
Yeah.
we'll be ready the next time that happens to us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And like you said, Briley Dickerson still coming into herself with the minutes she's getting and getting there offensively. She's a tough player and strong in the post, and she has it that Marvin and I can see there, and I know that the offense will come as long as she continues to do her job.
She's just thinking about it a little too much.
Yeah.
Once she, like I said, settles in and gets comfortable, she's going to be
Oh yeah,
fine.
absolutely. Well, we'll take a break, and we will get some previews going in this next section. This is the Hart EMC Basketball Coaches Show.
Hi, my name is Kendall Baston. I'm a senior at Elbert County High School, and I'm a captain of the cheerleading team. I've been cheering since I was in 7th grade for basketball, and honestly, just the team keeps me motivated and all my friends around me. One of my favorite cheers would probably be, this one's a hard one because we have so many. Probably Beware because it's an oldie but a goodie, and it's a little bit more hard to learn, but once you get it, it's really fun. I feel like honestly the best way to build teamwork and trust is honestly through doing stunts, because it's the easiest way to get hurt, and if you're not being serious but also having a good time, then you could get hurt really quickly, but it also builds trust between you and the people that you're stunting with and the other stunt groups. My favorite team tradition, it's not really a tradition, but we do it every single game, is like in between breaks, we all just go in the room and we're just talking the whole time. Like we're just all running our mouths. That's what we do best. The hardest part is definitely whenever they're not doing the best and the games just feel really like drawn out and you're just ready to go home and it's cold outside and you're just ready to go get in bed, but you just gotta remember like you're cheering for your team and keep cheering on them until the end. Hi, my name is Kendall Baston. I'm a senior at Elbert County High School and I'm a captain of the cheerleading team.
And welcome back. This is the Hart EMC Basketball Coaches Show. I'm Sarah Fuller. I've got Coach Owens to my right, Coach Jones to my left. We'll go ahead and let you talk first, Coach Owens, about these big games coming up on both sides for both teams. You've got Providence Christian, you've got Hart County for the first time on Saturday, and then you've got Raven coming to Elbert in the Inferno. If you want to talk a little bit about that, what's the game plan? Big game plans, not necessarily giving anything away, but
big games.
Yeah.
I don't know which game is the biggest, the first region game, the Hart County game, or the game on Tuesday versus Raven.
I know, right?
3 big games
It's a
in
gauntlet.
a row.
We got a gauntlet for
nice
us.
little gauntlet to see where we're at, which is not bad, you know. And then we can work on some things over the Christmas break. But looking forward to playing Providence Christian at home on Friday. First region game, home region game, a chance for us to go out and show more improvement, show more of what we've been working on the varsity level. And then on Saturday we'll have a long day in Hartwell. 9th grade boys will play, JV boys will play, varsity boys will play. I expect them to go out and play hard all 3 games. Be competitive, compete hard. Hart County's gonna play hard. It's Hart County.
Yeah.
They're gonna play.
Yeah.
And it's in Hartwell, so it is. We already know what to expect. It's gonna be. It's a close game from the time you start to the time it's over. If you got a big lead, it can disappear fast. If we're down, we can catch up. It's one of those games.
Yeah.
Excited for the opportunity to coach against Hart County after playing against them in my high school career. It's just going to be a great environment. It's going to be a great game. And then on Tuesday, Raven County. Another first top 10 opponent for us. I think it's going to be the first top 10 opponent for us. So
Franklin was ranked.
Franklin was ranked. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
The Ravens #1.
Ravens, so the top, in our classification. So it'll be a chance for us to see where we stand in our classification. Excited for that opportunity. Haven't quite started watching film yet on them. Got some we got a gauntlet coming up.
Games,
but I kind of have an idea of what they do based off watching film from last year's games. But I just haven't had a detailed time to break it down.
Yeah.
Plus, that was last year's team. Every
Right.
team's different than next year.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to all 3 of the games. No game's more important than the next one. So Providence Christian is the most important game right now. We're looking forward to getting better today in practice and then showing up tomorrow, playing against Providence Christian, doing the best that we can do. Hopefully stay healthy, playing against Hart on Saturday, and then, going on to Raven on that next Tuesday.
Right. Recovery is always key with a gauntlet like this, especially when we get into deep into the season. So that's one thing I know you preach to your guys and you preach to the girls, make sure they're getting rest as well.
Rest and recovery.
That's right. Well, Coach Jones, what about you and your gauntlet setup you've got coming in as well?
It's
As I said, both of y'all. It's not one
tough,
team or the other. It's both.
Providence is ranked in the private division.
Yeah.
They've played some tough teams. They, fortunately for us, they play Raven at home tonight, so they're coming in to us tomorrow. I text coach at Raven County, I said, wear them out for us tonight, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, that was 2 of our 5 losses last year was Providence, so I'm really looking forward to that game. Looking forward to hopefully our girls, you know, being ready to compete. It's a home game, you know, protecting our home court. They got a lot of, well, not a lot of athletes, but they're very athletic.
Yes.
They had a transfer come in from overseas, about 6'1", 6'2", so that's going to be, you know, a good challenge for us to see where we are with that. And just like Coach Owen said, Hart County is a long day, great atmosphere. It's going to be rowdy. You know, their student section will be ready to go, and you know, it's just our girls just being ready to respond, not focused on anything but what's going on between the lines on the court and taking care of business there. I know, you know, you don't have to say a whole lot about Hart County when they come. You know, it's just, you know, it's just us doing what we need to do and just going at them. Then next Tuesday we turn around and, you know, Raven County is ranked. They were preseason ranked number 2 or 3. They're at number 4 right now in the state. You know, it's one of those teams where, you know, you got a lot of girls on the floor that can shoot. They got a first-team All-State freshman guard who can really let it fly. So it's just going to be a good challenge for us. I really think she hates coming to the Inferno. She knows that that's a good home court advantage for us, and you know, we need that support from our fans there that night for the boys and for the girls. It's just us. She's going to play man-to-man. They're going to play physical. Like I said, you look at those girls, you don't think they're physical, but they get in and they get after her. She does a good job with that. So it's just about us being ready. I'm hoping that we can, you know, we affected them with our press last year. You know, hopefully we can do that again this year, and you know, just take advantage of the opportunities we have. You know, we do have a size advantage over Raven. This might be one of the, you know, smaller teams that she's had, so we're hoping that that'll be something that we can take advantage of.
Yeah, well, I look forward to all those games on both sides, and when you get to these tough games, it's all about composure a lot when you get, and y'all have already had a test with that, and we're definitely going to have tests with that with these teams for the girls coming up, because it's always, Raven has become somewhat of a rival for us on the girls' side, and so I just look forward to seeing how well they will do with that. And all these games, the Inferno atmosphere plays a big part in it. I don't know if y'all want to quickly speak on that. You know, you especially with how the Franklin County game went with us. So.
I say it on the radio after every game. You know, if you're in the Inferno, we're glad that you're here supporting. But if you're listening to them on the radio or at home not doing anything, please come to the Inferno. It's a great atmosphere. It's a great environment. The girls' team's very competitive. The boys' team's very competitive. I think you would really enjoy yourself if you were to come out to the Inferno for a night of basketball.
Definitely get your money's worth. For sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure. And we've had pep band the last time, so we'll have them more often. That just adds to it. So, well, thanks, coaches. We look forward to a gauntlet of a schedule coming up, and we'll just see how we do for the next one. But this is the Hart EMC Basketball Coaches Show, and we'll see you next time.
This has been a production of Elbert County High School.